Today, Alex is making a sugarcane farm. The design Alex is building can also be used to farm bamboo, but today's episode focuses on sugarcane. The ingredients required to make the farm are listed here. Sugarcane can be used primarily for two things: to make sugar, which is an ingredient to make cake, and to make paper. Paper is highly useful in the game. It can be used to make books and bookshelves, as well as maps. Alex needs paper to make fireworks. He will use the fireworks so he can fly with elytra. Fireworks require paper and gunpowder, and he already has gunpowder from the creeper farm that he made in a previous episode. Alex starts by clearing an area and digs down 9 levels, making a 9 by 16 rectangular space. He digs a trench in a C shape where he adds a double chest storage and hoppers from the chest lining the trench. This will be the collection mechanism to collect the sugarcane from the hopper carts. Next, he adds 2 sets of rail and powered rail, which run the full length of the rectangular plot. The powered rail are powered by multiple redstone blocks, which are under them. Alex must ensure there is a 3-block space between the 2 sets of powered rails, so he moves one of the sets over by 1 block. He then lines the sides of the two sets of rails with solid blocks and adds 2 hopper mine carts, which will collect the sugarcane from the farm. On the next level, Alex tops the rail with grass blocks. This can also be dirt or mud blocks, but Alex has decided to use grass. In the middle, Alex places solid blocks. This creates 4 channels along all sides of the grass blocks, which must be filled with water. Sugarcane will only grow immediately next to water, so this step is really important. Above the water channels, Alex places solid blocks, in this case, wood planks. On the grass, Alex plants sugarcane. Above the wood planks, Alex places pistons facing the sugarcane. The pistons will be used to break the sugarcane as they grow. Above the pistons, Alex adds observers, which also face towards the sugarcane. The sugarcane, when it reaches the observer, will trigger the observer. The redstone, which Alex places behind each observer, will receive a redstone pulse, which then conducts into the solid block below it, which in turn triggers the piston. As the redstone is connected, a triggered observer will trigger all the pistons on either side of the sugarcane, which first reaches the observer. Once the observers and redstone dust are placed, Alex closes the farm with solid blocks. Sugarcane can grow in absolute darkness, and the rate at which it grows is unaffected by light levels. Alex, nevertheless, adds a lit ceiling above the farm to minimize the risk of hostile mobs spawning in the farm. In this case, Alex uses the frog lights from the magma farm that he made in a previous episode. Alex closes the hole and fills in the area with dirt blocks. Sugarcane grows slowly, and its growth cannot be accelerated with bone meal, so one must be patient. As it is fully automatic, one only needs to be nearby to ensure the chunk is loaded. Finally, a sugarcane reaches the observer and triggers the pistons. Alex collects the sugarcane and rushes to his base to make fireworks. There are 3 kinds of fireworks which vary in duration. Alex will craft duration 3 fireworks, which require 3 gunpowder for every sheet of paper that he uses. Alex tests the fireworks, and it works. Alex is ready for the next step in his adventure, a visit to the end dimension to search for elytra. Elytra will let him glide in the air, and the fireworks will propel him forward while he is in the air. Alex heads back to the gold farm that he made in a previous episode and collects 2 items, fire charges, which he will use to make celebratory fireworks and nether quartz, to replace what he used to make the observers in the sugarcane farm. Besides used for flying with elytra, when adding a coloured fireball to the firework recipe, one can make fireworks similar to what one would see in firework displays in real life. There are lots of different fireworks you can make using fire charges, and there are many websites that will give you all the recipe possibilities to make an elaborate fireworks display. The fireworks can also be made in many different colours, but in this case, Alex crafts large red spheres with the fire charges. He adds the large red sphere effect to the duration 3 firework recipe. Excitedly, Alex goes outside to test it out. Luckily, it is dusk outside, the perfect moment to let off some fireworks. Incidentally, fireworks can also be placed in dispensers and can be triggered to go off as part of an automated redstone machine. The fireworks can be sent upwards into the air, but also sideways. depending on the direction the dispenser is facing. Success! Join Alex at Noob Friendly and make your own sugarcane farm and fireworks. Noobs welcome.